Hey, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
This Alabama sheriff's deputy is rushing to save a life.
Back up, back up, back up. How long has she been down? How long has she been down?
She's just 1 year old, poisoned by fentanyl. The deputy administers a powerful opioid antidote, and in an instant, she's breathing again.
Come here.
But for so many other children, help often comes too late.
Where's the fentanyl at that he got into?
He had to. My purse is open. Oh my God, no!
Breathe for me, okay? Breathe for me. You have anything in your mouth?
Our exclusive Scripps News investigation analyzed more than 260 fentanyl overdose cases nationwide from the past few years, including deaths and near fatalities involving innocent infants, toddlers, and young children. In about half of the incidents we examined, we found prior red flags. The children were from families who were already on the radar of police or child protective services for drug abuse or child neglect. But despite these warning signs, the children still overdosed.
This way, Baba. Come on.
Jose Carter lived through the nightmare of one of these incidents in Chandler, Arizona, when his little boy almost died.
Describe that a little bit when they said overdose, and he's 16 months old.
Yeah, what do you mean you overdose on fentanyl, you know? But what do? How'd he get it? He's a baby.
Today, his 3-year-old is happy and playful, a very different picture from 2021 when the child's mother, Jose's ex, had visitation with the baby at her home and rushed him to the emergency room.
He had 6 Narcan shots and a 24-hour Narcan drip.
How do you think he got the fentanyl in his system?
I think he ate it.
You know, he picks up everything off the floor.
A police officer's body camera captured this video of the baby's mother as her son received life-saving treatment in a nearby hospital room.
I don't know, we had been doing really good.
She reminds them that she also overdosed on fentanyl the previous year.
Ever since the OD, I've just been trying to stay sober.
Records Scripps News obtained reveal caseworkers did conduct a child neglect investigation months earlier after receiving the report that the mother had overdosed with her children in the home. But they did not find evidence to support the allegation since the state told us the child was with a babysitter during the incident. So they closed the investigation, determining the child was safe with another parent and provided no services to the family before Jose's child nearly lost his life.
Because I blame myself for it all the time.
Why?
Because I couldn't protect him, you know, I couldn't help him.
How would you describe how this system worked?
I think the system probably could have worked a lot better for my situation.
Do you think it failed?
I think it failed.
We found similar failures and missed opportunities in dozens of states. Places like Madison, Wisconsin, where Child Protective Service workers received at least 9 reports expressing concern about Zariah Hawkins' family and her safety before she died, just a few days shy of her first birthday.
So you know I'm going to tell DCS that kid's here, right?
Yes, sir.
Stay here, probably.
You can tell DCS, sir.
In Tennessee, this body camera footage shows a toddler in a homeless encampment.
I've seen that child in here one too many times, and I am not happy.
DCS did respond, but police are now investigating how fentanyl killed this little girl just a few months after this visit from an officer.
Say love you.
And in Rolla, Missouri, little Madison Stodolsky overdosed on fentanyl and died a few days before Christmas in 2019.
So tell me what this is. Like, when did you set this up?
I set this up right after Maddie passed. I wonder what she would have been like. She would have started school this year.
Christina Forrester is Madison's grandmother.
I have her toothbrush.
Madison was just 22 months old when she overdosed on her parents' fentanyl. Both parents are serving prison time for her death.
I'm pissed. I'm real mad. I'm hurt. I feel like the people that we hire as a community to protect our kids and us dropped the ball.
Blow Grammy kiss.
Forrester says she was in the dark about the drugs, but government child protective workers and police did know about the dangers. She told us Madison tested positive for drugs at birth, and again, days before she died. Although social workers did take steps to protect Madison, Forrester says they should have done more.
To me, she was my world. And they let that go.
These documents we uncovered spell out in black and white what Forrester is so angry about. They show someone called the Child Abuse Hotline about Madison a month before she died, but a state caseworker couldn't get in touch with Madison's parents and sent this letter instead. Then, about 2 weeks before Madison's death, police searched her family's home for drugs. You can see Madison with her mother in these photos we obtained from that day. That's when the police contacted the state's Children's Division to report concerns. This time, a caseworker arranged for Madison to stay with a relative until drug tests came back. But Madison's parents didn't follow the plan. 2 weeks later, Madison ended up back in her parents' home, and within hours, she was dead.
How well do you think the system here in Missouri is working, given that children have died?
Anytime a child dies, there's clearly an indication of a failure in the system. Whether that system failure is a result of parental inadequacy, the reality is we all have an effort of responsibility.
Adam Crumbliss is the deputy director of the Department of Social Services in Missouri, which oversees the state's Children's Division. He told us confidentiality laws prevented him from speaking specifically about Madison's death.
Would you say it's fair that some of these children fell through the cracks?
I think it's a fair assessment to say that in Missouri, when you have a stressed workload of caseworkers, that the cases are far beyond what an individual caseworker could effectively handle.
Crumbliss says the state is working to hire, retain, and better compensate more workers while looking to develop strategies that can prevent these cases.
Love and miss you, baby girl.
For Christina Forrester, it's now too late. But she says she'll never stop fighting to bring attention to the young life that could not be protected.
If I could save grandparents from having to go into a crematorium and kiss their grandbaby goodbye, and that being their last vision of that baby, it's worth it.